Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where, oh my, the Clagians are not doing well against the Confluence, it would appear. Okay. Well, that's not particularly relevant for us right now. Our economy is about as fixed as it's going to be while we're in this war, I think. So, we need to end this war. Let's go ahead and push out with this force here. Now, we are still waiting for 2 more destroyers, but that's okay. We'll push out here, and we will also push out here. The question is, do we want to claim these extra systems? I mean, we've got the influence. Why not? We can claim here, and we can claim here. Now, I don't really want to claim beyond this because this is entering a new constellation, and we kind of don't have the influence, but I think it's fine. So we're going to push out just a little bit further here. Now, it does bear noting that we're about to run out of energy credits. Let's fix that. Excellent. We're going to have no problem taking this over here, obviously. And as far as this goes, this is going to be a little tougher, but not particularly tough. We just one-shot their shields. Yeah, no problem whatsoever there. That brings us up to 66%. They're only 10 reasons away. So I think let's just go ahead and keep pushing a little bit here. I'm not going to worry about landing on their planets, and I'm also not going to worry too much about holding this position currently. We'll come back to that, for sure. Let's see, we're currently lacking a specialist employment here. That's easy enough to fix. On this refinery station, 2 specialist employment. That is not easy to fix. On this Forge world, however, we can certainly slap in an alloy foundry. Easy enough. There's a crime wave on Thredma Prime. I'm not okay with this. And we need to actually handle the crime that's been going on. Now, the reason this is happening is because the Corinth Temple of Renewal has branch offices. At least I think. In some cases. I'm not sure that's the case here right now, actually. Although we do need to do that. Because next time we get a pop growth, they'll be unemployed. Fantastic. So we're just going to push in over here. And we're going to take this region. Excellent. And let's just push these guys over to here. As far as this over here goes, I think we're just going to push over like that. And that'll be completely fine.
A study has been completed.
Admin cap coming up. It does need to come up again. Wonderful. So they're at -8 reasons right now, and we're going to end this war. We are putting an end to this. Yeah, this is not a threat to us. The Atlas II habitat has finished up. That is a big deal. Order restored on Thredma as well. We are going to go ahead and colonize this. It doesn't matter with whom. We are lacking consumer goods. It costs consumer goods. Of course it does. That's easy enough. There we go. Excellent. So we will colonize the Atlas II habitat, and this is going to be pure habitation districts here, because this is going to be an industrial station. Minerals from jobs is kind of irrelevant. Okay, we're at 70% war exhaustion now. They're at -5 reasons for acceptance. Of course, we're only going to get the places that we have claimed, but we're perfectly okay with this. We are going to have a few extra stations that we're going to have to deal with. No real problem there. Our starbase cap is probably going to have to be brought up via an edict, is my guess. I want to come deal with these fleets. That is one thing I definitely want to do. And I want to come attack over here as well. Once we're done with both of those movements, we should, I think, be out of this war. And the other reason why we're having some crime issues, of course, is because we have no consumer goods. So, there is that. This refinery station is in need of jobs, whatever. I think we're kind of even on jobs and housing right now. That won't be the case when we start upgrading these, though. We can go to Paradise Domes. I think I'm going to do one more luxury residence here. There we go. That'll do. And let's wrap up this war. Fantastic. Their reasons just went down from that. Okay. Interesting. I think it's because we took a couple of losses and they're looking at the relative navy strength. Like, they think that their navy is stronger than ours. I beg to differ. Like, it absolutely is not. But, okay, we'll take out this fleet. That's no problem. And we'll continue to reinforce this. This is not a concern. Oh, we should probably, however, get our shields online. That might help. Fantastic. And you know, that's probably what they were looking at. Yeah, that was definitely what they were looking at in their relative navy strength. It was because we had no energy credits. Noted. They would now accept this. Okay, this is going to be a little laggy. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Excellent. We'll accept this for now. So we'll move these guys back to Grumium, and we're going to have to take a look at some problems here. So, specific issues that are currently being had. We're wildly over our starbase cap. First off, we can very easily downgrade this guy. What is the megastructure here? An interstellar assembly. It'd be kind of nice if we could dismantle this, considering we already have one. And that's costing us 40 energy credits per month. But okay. This starbase actually does have to stay. It's protecting this L-gate. So we'll get that upgrading. This one does not have to stay. Nor does this one. This is a gateway, so that's completely fine. Grumium could actually be downgraded at this point. That is something that could happen. And I will. I'm also going to disband all of those defense platforms at Grumium. I would like to have this anchorage here, but I think we can't afford it. We're going to downgrade that, and we're going to start building a new starbase here as a defensive structure. Now we have a gateway that's deactivated, but we have a gateway right here. So I'm actually interested in getting that online. That will cost us energy credits. I'm also interested in settling the habitat that is up here. Let's sell off some food, buy in some consumer goods, and colonize this. Excellent. Now we already have something here. Yikes. Well, we're going to demolish the robot assembly plant immediately. They have a cyto-revitalization center. We are going to, as first order of business here, put in a chamber of evolution, or rather elevation. And this is a mining world arid currently. But I'm going to actually make this be an industrial world. We are going to immediately put in a... Actually, a mineral purification plant is not a terrible idea here. And we're going to immediately put in a Ministry of Production if we can. Requires a planetary capital. Fair enough. We're going to put in a mining district. And then a few civilian industries. We'll come back to this in a little while. Now, I do want to check to see what types of pops they have. They have robots. Species is not being purged. I would like to purge these. do we need to change our policy on purge? Or robotic workers. We are now going to outlaw robotic workers. There we go. They will automatically be disassembled. Perfect. So robotic workers are now outlawed because we had a bad experience with them. Excellent. Okay, so Iswiria does not need to have a starhold. So we'll get rid of that as well. Perfect. Now, this planet here, let's take a look. This is really awkward. Okay. It's a lot of rulers. We're certainly going to need a Chamber of Elevation, and we're also certainly going to need a Psi-Core and an upgrade to the System Capital Complex. We've got a lot of crime going on here. Let's launch an anti-crime campaign. And this world is kind of all over the place in what it's doing. I think we'll leave it be for now. But it's going to be awkward, for sure. As far as this over here goes, we actually no longer need this station. We'll disband all of this and downgrade you. We no longer need this station. We'll downgrade you. We no longer need these stations, although they're currently anchorages. I'm going to leave them for now. And that's a lot of missile batteries. I'm going to swap over to gun batteries and hangar bays. Crew quarters, hyperlane registrar. We'll swap that over to a target uplink computer and a communications jammer. We have a gateway right here, so we technically don't need to expand one. And we'll get that upgrading to a citadel as well. Okay.
Establishing as colony.
Contraband has been seized on Zeober Prime. That's nice. So we have gotten back our territory. That's wonderful. We definitely want to have some consumer goods coming out, though. This refinery station has need of a specialist job. We can't do anything about it. On this one, we could do a Cyto Revitalization Center, and we'll go ahead and do that for now. This gene clinic can't be dealt with, but we can upgrade this food processing center, which is something we'll do. This refinery station is going to have to hold fast for now. This refinery station is going to have to hold as well. This generator world is lacking housing. We have a ruler and a specialist. Neither of those are particularly useful for us. They'll have to be demoted. We'll move them over to the maggot habitat. That should, I think, be fine. We'll put a specialist in here and a ruler in here. Excellent. This Forge world has a ruler job available. That'll have to get demoted. This tech world is eventually going to be needing a research lab. We'll solve that. Nice and easy. Jobs here are kind of hard to come by. We'll put in a generator district for now. Same on this mining world, actually, for now. We'll put in a generator district. And this station, this is a refinery station, and it needs a chamber of elevation for sure. We'll get that in there. And otherwise, what do we really need here? I think that we need more than anything. We don't really need this to be a refinery station. I'm going to change this over to a factory station. And we're going to put in a civilian industry. Wonderful. We do need some of those civilian industries. There is 3 physics research currently available over here. I do want to get this gateway online. Excellent. We're at 30 out of 31 star bases. So I'm actually going to start working on an anchorage, I think. Alternatively, yeah, I think I'm going to start working on an anchorage. And it kind of doesn't matter where. We'll start working on it here, I guess. Excellent. So this is a tech world with 4 rulers. It does certainly need a chamber of elevation. That will be fine. I don't know why there's a research complex on this forge world. I'm going to replace it with an alloy foundry. Wonderful. Similarly, I don't know why there's an alloy foundry on this tech world. I'm going to replace it with a research lab. There we go. This refinery station needs to demote still. This one also needs to demote. This agriculture ring world is going to need more demotion. That explains our food situation. Okay. That's interesting. The refinery station here needs a demotion. The trade station needs a demotion. Okay. So we're mostly just waiting on demotions at this point. We'll see what this does to the crime on Kartox when the Psi Corps comes in. Scum and villainy on Belgium Prime. That's to be expected. Ah, I see. So we don't have... Yeah, they're not filling the telepath jobs. We should probably tell it to prioritize telepath jobs. Okay. Hopefully it will actually do that on the month tick. I think they shuffle around on the month tick sometimes. Nope, apparently not. Wonderful. Okay, well that's going to be interesting. And then there is, of course, this world over here. It's an awkward one, to be sure. Let's replace this lab here with a chamber of elevation. Gotta get him necrophaging after all.
Study has been completed.
This forge world, easy enough to solve the 3 specialist unemployment. This tech world, easy enough to solve the unemployment as well. Our general died, that's okay. I'm not too upset about that, all things considered. This refinery station, demotion. Yup. This refinery station, on the other hand, definitely needs... Probably what? Synthetic crystal refinery? I'm thinking. Let's see. Technically, yeah. Okay. That'll be fine. And demotion here. Sure. So far, so good. This forge world needs additional jobs. Easy enough to handle. This refinery world, we're going to put in a cider revitalization center. This factory station here, we're going to upgrade that to civilian fabricators.
A study has been completed.
Wonderful. Chamber of Elevation finishing up here. Unfortunately, rulers don't get into the Chamber of Elevation, but that'll be fine. We could also probably use a Psi Corps on here, or at least an anti-crime campaign.
There's a light over the newly established colony.
There is a newly established colony. That's good.
Construction venture completed.
And where is that? That is here. Fine. So we're going to go ahead and put in a habitation district. This is, as I said previously, going to be a factory station. And we are also going to put in a gene clinic. Wonderful. This Forge World needs a specialist job. Simple enough. And this refinery station is doing okay. These guys up here just need demotions. This agriculture ring world is in a kind of awkward state because of the robot purging. It still had some robopops, which, again, is why we're currently food negative. But I'm not too concerned about the food negativity. I'm much more concerned about our energy credits and consumer goods for right now. Admin cap coming up is always nice. We'll grab food from jobs as we attempt to not starve our population. That would be a good thing. And as soon as our economy has stabilized, then we are going to be... rude. Then we are going to be ready to begin our full-on conquest. And with robots outlawed, we hopefully won't have any more internal strife. This is apparently a refinery world. Actually, it's more of a mining world. Fair enough. I'm actually going to put in a civilian industry. We need to deal with our consumer goods. This is a tech world here with 100% crime, but of course that's because we don't have telepaths. That is reasonably fine. We definitely want to put in a pair of civilian industries on this industrial world. This is apparently a tech world. We're going to want to change these exotic gas refineries eventually. But for right now, we're doing okay. Fine. More necrophaging has happened.
Construction venture completed.
So we're waiting on a lot of demotions right now. There is some unemployment that we're able to solve via upgrading structures. Okay, the Corinth Temple of Renewal is building a sensor array. That's nice. I hope they have fun with that. Easy enough solution here. No problem whatsoever. Those ruler demotions, so that's what we're really waiting on. Over in Mufrid, we actually have quite a few things that we need to work on. That's fine. We actually don't need to do that, but eventually we will need to. In this tech world here, I don't know how much of a tech world this really is. I think it's fine to leave it as a tech world. We're going to want to change some things around on here for sure, like get rid of these alloy megaforges, but I think for now it's okay. Now, we're currently over our starbase cap, and that is definitely something to consider. I believe there's an edict that we can put in... Starbase upgrade and defense platform build speed. Perhaps it was fortify the border? Yeah, I'm actually going to drop... Am I going to drop capacity subsidies? That's 25%. And let's see here. Our star bases are... That's not that much. I think we're okay. I don't think we need to address that right now. The Atlas 4 habitat is now complete. Excellent. And we will, of course, need to buy in a few consumer goods. And we'll need a little bit more than that in terms of cash. There we go. And we will go ahead and colonize it. Doesn't matter with whom. Excellent. So far, so good. This factory here does have some unemployment. We'll go to civilian complexes for now. This claims to be a tech world. Is really not much of a tech world at all. I'm going to replace this exotic gas refinery for now with a Psycore. And we'll continue tackling this a little bit later on. For now, though, it is about time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to continue getting our economy back in shape. We're getting super, super close at this point. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.